I'm Destiny Thomas, and today I'm going to teach you about interpersonal communication. How has communication worked for you? There are so many different forms of communication and how people communicate with each other. Do you know exactly what type of communication you are using on a daily basis? What about interpersonal communication? Yes, this is a form of communication, but how much do we really know about it? By the end of today's speech, I'll teach you about the importance of interpersonal communication. During this speech, I'm going to discuss interpersonal communication, what it is, how we use it, and the basic forms. According to What is Communication, the website, interpersonal communication is best described as the way humans interpret our ideas, thoughts, and our feelings with one another. This can be seen through many aspects of conversation, whether it be hand signals, verbally, or body language. By knowing the other person's feelings, interpersonal communication gives us the ability to understand where they are coming from exactly. Communication is a basic unit for listening. If people feel like they're being heard, then we will want to listen. Interpersonal communication is unavoidable, meaning we can't run from communicating. It is a necessity that we have the ability to do so. According to the four principles of interpersonal communication, we use communication to send a message and let people know we want to be heard. If you are employed, you are using interpersonal communication daily. Whether it be speaking with customers or your boss, interpersonal communication gives you the opportunity to keep a professional environment. Interpersonal communication can be used for problem solving, being able to brainstorm with others with a common goal. It also is complicated. We have so many characteristics involved, which can cause complexity. We use verbal communication to be rude or vague to others. This causes the conversation to be permanent. Once the words are out there, there is no going back. Interpersonal communication can cause problems for some. According to the book, The Real Communication, an Introduction, the third version, many people tend to forget that communication is a two-way street. Well, we just can't say what comes to mind. We must think of how words are going to affect the other person that we are talking with. There are many different myths that many of us have heard of that can keep us on the right track to improve our interpersonal communication skills. One myth states that it just needs to focus on the facts. That sometimes facts could keep you from hearing the other person. We are all human, and yes, we all communicate in different ways. But facts can mess up communication we've tried so hard to improve. Another myth is being able to tell others how you are right in a certain situation. Although we are proud human beings, we are never allowed to kick someone else's pride. With this being said, keep your being right feelings to yourself to be able to keep the conversation as smoothly as it's going with the other person. Finally, the one myth that tends to trip most of us up is sugarcoating bad news. Most people believe that sugarcoating the bad news is a way to make the other person feel better, but it just makes them feel worse. It is better to just rip off the Band-Aid. Sugarcoating can confuse the person and make them not want to tune into you. Basic communication is the key to keep a better conversation. In conclusion, interpersonal communication has many aspects and definitions, but we are all truly born with one form of communication. We are born with the hand signals, gestures, and soon to be developed verbal language. The four main principles allow us as humans to see what it is a good form of interpersonal communication looks like and what it isn't. These principles show us that communication we can use can be avoided or even forgotten. Interpersonal communication is the main form of communication for most of us and has many different forms. The end. The end. Yay! Watch me make an F, it's fine, I don't care.